We move to the closing speeches, and I call Alex Rowley. No more than 4 minutes, please.
Presiding Officer, I was first elected to Fife Regional Council back in 1990 and became the Chair of the Finance on the 1994 and then leader of Fife Council. And over all those years, what I've seen is local government becoming much more efficient and much more effective. And key to the way that local government works is that the finances, the budgets, are linked to the policies and to the strategies, so that you know what it is that you're actually focusing your spend on. Now, I'm not sure that the same could be said for the Scottish Government, who has a budget over around £37 billion. And within that budget, I actually think that there is room to start to look at how effective, how efficient is that budget actually being spent, and how is it actually contributing to the strategies and policies that the Scottish Government say are their priorities. And there are many examples of that. We have strategies and we have legislation, and I actually believe, as James Kelly says, the budget decisions undermine a lot of those strategies and those legislation. So you have legislation, the child poverty targets, we're seeing few poverty targets coming forward. The government say that closing the educational attainment gap is a key priority, yet, as Willie Rennie says, in Fife, millions of pounds are being stripped out the secondary education budgets right now. So tell teachers, tell pupils, tell parents that there is a real terms increase to the budgets, and they won't leave that. Yep.
Kate Ford.
2 quick points. Firstly, on the local government outturn figures of 17-18, it showed quite clearly that the education figures of spend were up. But secondly, in terms of this year's budget, there's much talk about a real terms increase to our budget, but we have passed that on to health, which means a cut to every other area. So what would the Labour Party suggest we do in terms of the efficiency of the Scottish Government process? Where would we find the money to do all that the Labour Party want to do?
I'll give you up to 4.5 minutes.
Come back to that point, but the first point I'd make is that in real terms the budget has increased. As Derek Mackay acknowledged when he came to the Local Government Committee, that the government, the Scottish Government, have brought forward £400 million of new spending commitments that local authorities have had to pick up. And that's why the core budget has received a cut. But rather than politicians arguing back and forward this room about whether it's a cut or it's an increase, the fact is, out there in the doorsteps, across Fife, across the whole of Scotland, people themselves are seeing the cuts to local government services. They're experiencing the cuts to local government services, so they don't have to listen to politicians going back and forward in here with these arguments. But James Kelly has said, let's try and learn from this, let's move forward from this, and let's look at how the parties in here can come together. Let's look at how we can have some meaningful debate and discussion, and how we can ask the question, is the Scottish Government expenditure of £37 billion being spent in the most effective and efficient way? Is that expenditure actually tuned into the strategic goals and objectives of the government when it comes to tackling poverty, when it comes to increasing educational opportunity? Because the answer I would have to say from a local government perspective is no, it is not. And those council cuts are impacting on the ability to deliver the very strategies that you have put forward. So let's get some kind of consensus at the end of this process, and that consensus can be, let's, as Andy Whiteman says, look at the process of how this Parliament reaches its conclusions on the budget, and let's start to work together, because that's what the people of Scotland want. They want an end to the cuts to frontline services. They want investment in their communities. We can do that if we start to look at working together on a budget process, and that's the challenge I think the Minister and the Cabinet Secretary need to address moving forward.